I was an electrician in Chicago for a while,
Mm.
right out of high school, and learning that trade uh, was really really great. I loved it. I loved working with my hands, and I loved hanging out with the guys and learning something new. And I was doing it for about 4 or 5 years before I went to art school, and I would do it on the side. And but now it comes in really handy, especially like in a new studio. I do my own stuff, and so I know how to fix and build a lot of things. So yeah.
Yeah, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I think actually electrician is very pragmatic because that's one of those jobs that it's always gonna be in demand no matter what. And like you said, it becomes practical later down the line because you never know when you need to fix stuff up in your own studio.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of creativity in it too, to do it really well and have it be
Mhm.
beautiful coming out of the panel and the pipes coming out of the panel, and then
Yeah,
there's always a creative way of thinking, no matter what you're
exactly. Yeah, yeah. And I feel like, you know, as an artist, obviously, you have this easier way of marrying the practical aspects of wiring with the aesthetic aspect. And also this is going to sound hilarious, but I have actually seen pictures of really well organized and well wired houses because Instagram is just a
Oh
treasure
yeah, I'm a
trove for all
total.
of us.
I got a folder just with that because I'm such a geek about it. I look at them like, wow, easy.
Yeah, because it's pleasing to the eye to just see everything is just perfectly sorted and you have the wires that have to go through here and through there, but I can see how then that would, you know, transfer also into like, you know, painting as well because again there's that practicality of, well, I have to do it in this order, but then also the playful aspect of now I can move some stuff around and compose things nicely.
Right.
So
You have
it's
the
very interesting.
strong structure and
Yes.
foundation of a painting, and then be
Mhm.
able to let loose and be more emotional and free and put a
Yeah,
lot of a lot of passion into it.
yeah,
So
that's a very electrical thing to say.
yeah.
Oh man. But actually also speaking of inspiration, what would you say inspires you most in your paintings?
Well, people for sure. And then telling stories about people's lives. Because before doing a lot of Western art, I was traveling around the world to different countries a lot and with the indigenous populations, whether it be in
Mm,
Mexico or China or Morocco, and uh, and seeing all their beautiful clothing and I mean it was just incredible, and being able to be in markets and stuff and just be able to uh, to paint their lifestyles and like their everyday life. And I'm fascinated with that. And so even with the Western culture, being on a ranch, helping out with the ranchers, and they teach me stuff and I help them and they help me, and then getting a lot of reference material uh, to be able to tell their stories honestly. Um, you got to be right there and feeling it and seeing it, and that's what it really gets me. So
mm. Yeah, there's that human connection for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
And
and being outdoors. I love being outdoors, but just telling that story about people's lives, and it just seems like most of my paintings are like set outdoors or in a barn. So I don't know.